to the ArcanumX series. You may notice I'm in a different world because I figured I may as well just include this in a normal world so we can actually properly check if all of the scan is working. And yeah, I guess by now I don't have the seed all generator included in here, but let's just go up and show you instead what I have in this world so far.
Welcome to the ArcanumX Innovators Testing Initiatives. If you are here to test the ArcanumX Innovators Relaxation Vault, please locate the elevator and go up to floor 10. If you are here for testing the ArcanumX Innovators portal device, we have good and bad news. Bad news are that due to rifts to parallel universes caused by an ArcanumX Innovators employee shooting a portal into their face, further testing of the portal device has been delayed. Good news are that we are starting a new testing track just for you. Can a man with a Glock stop an invasion from a parallel universe? Follow the yellow line, pick up a gun, and happy testing. Welcome to the ArcanumX Innovators Relaxation Vault. Shortly you will press the button to your right which will open the vault. The ringing of the alarm during opening and closing the vault is normal. In case you have any electronic devices on you, please wait in front of the vault. An ArcanumX employee will pick them up and lock your items in a locker. Once we begin testing, do not be alarmed to the sudden urge to fall asleep. Do not be alarmed by the water in the relaxation vault. Be alarmed in case the alarm in the relaxation vault alerts while the vault door is not opening or closing. In case you wake up during testing, bread will be dispensed right into your hand using ArcanumX Innovators aerial interface. In case the aerial interface is not dispensing bread, check the manual item dispenser located above you inside the vault. In case there is no bread in the manual item dispenser located above you inside the vault, press the button next to you inside in order to open the vault door and lay inside the water. You may experience what we call long-term relaxation disability. However, do not be afraid. This phenomenon only occurs temporary. You can now begin the test by pressing the button next to you.
So here we are in the relaxation chamber. This is mainly just as a kind of safe space, you know? In case you just want to isolate you from the world, there's too much stuff going on inside or something like that. There's a lamp here, it sometimes goes on, it sometimes goes off. It just really depends on how much love it's currently getting. Anyways, we have a security camera just in case we actually have someone else in here, and so we can watch over them, look how they're doing. This is a hopper which is always supplied with bread, and there's an alarm over here just in case some things go wrong, and a kerosene lamp which gives us light, which has a range of up to 30 blocks, but because of this it's also gonna burn lava really quickly. Even though right now I'm getting a lot of lava. Anyways, let's actually go outside again, and now you will hear the alarm at full sound volume because this alarm is quite loud and we're directly in the room with it. We can also look at how it looks like closing it up from the outside. As you can see, the alarm is quite silent over here. You can barely hear it or make out that it's even an alarm. This is filled with water, so I'm putting drones under there. And those redstone contacts are making sure the door is closed. If the door is not in between the stages, the alarm sounds. So there are other stages which cause to ring the alarm, but for that we have to actually analyze if this is even functioning. You may think that this is just a very simple mechanism, but once you actually get outside, you notice this part alone will be powering itself. So we have a bunch of solar panels on top of this thing, which fill up the batteries so it can last a long time. Here we have a flux compressor, which is just as soon as the hopper is down there full, this hopper over here is getting bread, which is gonna be dispensed to us via a aerial interface. So if I were to fill this up with bread, we are going to get bread as soon as the wheat farm down here grows. As you can see, there's a very little wheat farm inside of here. If I bone this a little bit, This is now gonna those should be starting to get harvested. Not only that, but it should start like as soon as this docks with the chest over here. You can see it's already composting all of the extra seeds, turn it into bone meal, and as soon as we have enough wheat, this is all gonna be turned into bread. Now this should transfer the last wheat we need for this, and it started production of the 64 bread. First of all, it's starting to turn all of this wheat into wheat flour. Some of it is already done, and it is getting washed into dough. It's then getting turned into bread, and it's automatically ejected into my oven. Also, here's a chunk loader just in case, so the bread supply will always be there, even when the chunks aren't loaded by the player. This will keep generating bread. Over here we got a little bit of the alarm system. Like this tells it if any of the door connectors are not connected, then it's gonna sound an alarm. Another potential reason for an alarm is if the battery over here is below 10%, in which case there will be another alarm rung. And if in case the alarm runs out here, not only will the lamp no longer be supplied by lava from the stripstone farm which I use with there is lava inside here, don't get confused by blue particles, and I transfer energy over here just so we have a little buffer for the refined storage, just in case. As you can see here, pump all the lava which get filled up here into the buffer, and that buffer is pumping the lava into the lamp over here. Kerosene lamps can be owned by a lot of different things, but lava is one of the things which are very easy to farm since recent updates. Okay, not really recent updates, but in the newer versions, lava is very easy to farm. Now if we go over here, we can see that this is where the accumulator is connected to, and just ignore these solar panels for now. Here you can see we have flux compressors which convert forge energy into air compression, which is pneumatic compression, right? This is required to keep the aerial interface intact. That is the thing which is supplying us with bread. Like bread comes in here and then in our oven. Over here, all of these are heat sinks which make sure that the flux compressors do not overheat. As you can see, it's at 1 degree Celsius, which is perfect, actually. It's a perfect temperature for this thing. As you can see, it's currently deactivated because we are currently over a pressure which is over 18 psi, or 18 bar. This is just so the pipes don't explode because of too much pressure. As you can see here, it can only hold up to 20 bars. Now these may not explode, but the tubes can, so we have to make sure we don't generate too much pressure. Over here, if the pressure is above 20 bars or below 10 bars, it's going to sound an alarm. And now we come to the solar panels. We have quite a lot of these, and that is just powering the entire thing. And I've tested it. You can run this for days, it's still gonna be intact. I did this over here just because, first of all, I didn't have the seed oil generator here yet. And not even yet. And the second reason is this safe space should be fully usable even if the energy production is low or just not enough right now. So this facility is gonna have one elevator. I have already started it building up. This is always gonna be on the highest floor over here. The further up you go, the more isolated you are, and that's the whole point of the relaxation chamber. So even if we are inside here, we will still get our bread supply. Right, we already have crafted a stack, so it's not gonna craft another one. But basically, yep, that's it. The elevator right here is also powered by solar panels. This should also work in case the facility does not get any energy, because it would be kind of stupid if we couldn't go down because we don't have any energy stored, or not enough energy. That would be kind of stupid if we get stuck because of that. Anyways, I have plans to make connections with cables and energy connections all the way down. Those cables, by the way, are from Ad Astra, in case you wondered. So yeah, further down, I'm actually gonna, way further down, I'm gonna include the seed oil factory, because over there we can utilize the land for farming seeds. And as you can see, I'm not in a flat world anymore. You may notice the glass roof over here. This is because, as you can see here, I got a mod installed called Pollution of the Realms. And basically what it does, it adds pollution into Minecraft. So, and the milestone just happens to be one of the emitters. So I have to put a glass roof over this, so the pollution doesn't get down there. And it seems like I need another layer of glass for that. Alright, now it's less likely that pollution will get down here, but there's still a very decent chance, because the contraptions count as an entity. It may move other entities or block them, but it's not really guaranteed that it's still gonna find a way through here. There are diamond filter frames and stuff like that, which we can attach filters to. The thing is, I don't know how this mod fully works yet, but as soon as I find a way to clean the air around here, I'm going to do this in this room. So yeah, off cam I'm going to add a seed oil engine all the way down the bottom, and a solar power plant maybe over here. So it's gonna, because I can't get any further up than this. Also, you may notice that this is a black plastic construction block. This is just simply because I don't want anything to stand here, and it's lit out quite poorly. Like, if I don't want like players to be inside there, or like mobs to be inside of there, so in case it ever happens, they are going to die. So you can see, even if I step on it, I get slowness too. So in case you wonder, up here we're gonna add stuff like the isolation chamber, solar power plants, and other things which don't really need underground things, so things we don't really want to, or like the lightweight things we can put up here, but that's really it. Like on the ground levels, we're gonna add things like greenhouses, as well as farms inside the greenhouses, so we get a constant supply of seed, sugarcane, bamboo, whatever one could need. And in the underground parts, we're gonna have the energy generations and stuff like that. Also, on the top layers, we're also gonna have stuff like a management room, which is connected to computer craft. You may notice, where is it? Oh, I didn't include this yet, but there is going to be a network cable going down here too. There are actually gonna be two types of connection. One is a public connection, and another one is a private connection. A private connection is going to be connected with a router, which is going to make sure that nobody on the outside is going to actually be able to send us any signals, but we are going to send signals outside or other facilities which we may have, and only those facilities are going to be able to communicate with this facility over here. Public connections are really literally anything. They can even be connected to like village things, like those. They're all like a villager house which has computers in it, and it should be able to connect with this over here. This is just kind of a odd process in case I actually want to make this multiplayer thing. So in case you don't, like, I'm actually not, I didn't come up with this on my own. I actually had a person joined my stream where I designed an AI. I actually started designing an AI with computer craft. And he told me he created a complete like router network and stuff like that, like his own protocol system, and that kind of inspired me to create a kind of router too. Except it's gonna work a little bit differently. I'm gonna have like a server which is going to create a protocol system. So basically, each facility is gonna have its own authentication key. This authentication key, they will be able to request a protocol key from the facility database, and using this protocol key, they can access data on the inside the facility or access things in here. There will be different authentication key file. For example, down there, the energy production is not gonna have controls over the displays or stuff like that, and the outpost is certainly not gonna be able to request energy from this facility, like actually more than okay, that was a bad example. It's not gonna be able to like request fluids, so no delivery for those. However, an outpost may as well be able to request items such as coal for fueling the outpost facility or stuff like that. And yeah, also another thing which we're gonna put up here is a wormhole generator. I'm putting this up here just so you have to take the elevator up to get, because the safe room over here is gonna need the quickest connection outside of here. So in case of an emergency, we can on the elevator, which then will act as a bridge. We can walk over here and take a wormhole out of here to another facility or any safe location really. And that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode as I enjoyed making it, and leave a like or something like that. Yeah.